with the Capcom Arcade Stadium coming to the Switch, there's a lot that people have to be excited about for the game, but Capcom themselves bent the knee by censoring the game by removing the Rising Sun and Hong Kong flags. Yeah, that's not going to end too well for you, Capcom. Hey, what is going on, everybody? How are you all doing today? I hope you all are having a wonderful and fantastic day today, and if not, hopefully you all will have it better tomorrow. So one thing that is pretty common amongst many companies, you will see them bend the knee to try to get those Twitter and clout points, because guess what? Well, Capcom has done the same thing that many other companies have done in the past. They try to act like they're virtuous, and the thing is, they don't actually care about human rights. The only thing they care about is that money. You know, whatever they think is going to make them the buck, well, that's what they're going to go for. So taking a look at this article from Niche Gamer, Rising Sun and Hong Kong flags removed from Capcom Arcade Stadium. So Capcom has removed the appearances of the Japanese Rising Sun flag and the flag of Hong Kong from Street Fighter II, which is included as part of the Capcom Arcade Stadium collection. Twitter user Pomeg posted the noted differences after first spotting that the Rising Sun motif was removed from E Honda stage in Street Fighter II. The stage normally features artwork of Mount Fuji with a rising sun in the background, but blank space was left instead. The flag was speculatively removed due to its use as the official flag of the Imperial Japanese Army and Navy until their disbandment in 1945 after World War II. Japan's military has since been replaced by the Japanese Self-Defense Force, JSDF, which still uses the Rising Sun motif on their flags. You see, this is absolutely ridiculous because when you look back on it, you know, that's been there back in the 90s when the game came out. I mean, there's no reason to remove this. And as you can see within these Twitter screenshots, right here, you'll see where it had the Rising Sun in the background. And then, of course, you can see it now where it's just completely removed. Just completely taken out of the game. Absolutely no reason. And then when you win, because, you know, it was supposed to flash in red and yellow colors, well, it's absolutely gone, as you can see there. And it's absolutely ridiculous because it's almost like at this point, you know, just nothing even offensive at all can offend people. I mean, it's so dumb that this is what these companies do. But this isn't the only thing. After further research, Pomeg also found that Hong Kong bomb fighter Fei Long had his flag changed in character selection previously. Fei Long had the flag for Hong Kong under British rule in the original 1993 release. This was changed to the official Bahinia flag of Hong Kong as recently as 2018 in the Street Fighter 30th Anniversary Collection. It's worth noting that Hong Kong's status as a special administrative region has not changed in the 2 years since the Street Fighter 30th Anniversary Collection speculatively. The flag may have been changed in response to the PRC's stricter stance regarding Hong Kong in the wake of the protest against the Fugitive Offenders and Mutual Legal Assistance in Criminal Matters legislation bill. Oh, of course. So, you know, this is what it is. They're bending the knee to China. Oh, God. This is what these companies do because, oh, look, we want that Chinese money. And that's what they do here. And as you can see with this tweet, here's the evidence right here where, take a look at these screenshots. You can see where the flags have been completely changed here. And it just completely takes out the Hong Kong flag. You can see this, and you can see the change entirely. And see, this is the problem I'm talking about with these companies, because they try to say, oh, but we're virtuous, we care about human rights. But then, of course, you know, you look at Hong Kong and how much they suffered, you know, whenever Hong Kong needed them. Oh, well, they're not there for Hong Kong. They don't step up and say, hey, we stand with Hong Kong. No, they don't. They just sit over here and go, we'll just turn the other way. China, can we have our money? That's basically what they're doing here. And Hong Kong still suffers, and they don't do anything about it. I mean, this is disgusting. I mean, this is what these companies do. China has cracked down on pro-Hong Kong messages since the protests and has gone as far as to ban Animal Crossing New Horizons due to its features that allow rudimentary communication. Shanghai-based developers Milo Yo have also censored the phrases Hong Kong and Taiwan in their game Genshin Impact. See, this is what I mean. These companies, they'll bend the knee to China just so they can get that Chinese money. That's exactly what they're doing here. Rather than saying, hey, we stand with them. no, we'll throw them under the bus just to get that money. And see, that never is going to end well. And if everybody remembers back last year, some Animal Crossing players in China are using the game to protest government policies, and now the Chinese government is banning the game. See, this led to them going after Animal Crossing, and I'm sure many of you remember this. And it was absolutely ridiculous because people were just trying to show their support for Hong Kong, and then, China, because they don't like that, because of what they've done to Hong Kong, well, of course, they decided, hey, we got to ban this game. We can't let anybody see this. It's disgusting. And you look at this here, where it states, though the game isn't officially approved for sale in China, people have been able to buy the game through importers, and by changing their console's region setting, the game has become extremely popular in China. Nico Partners senior analyst Daniel Ahmad said for the news, even places like Shanghai Fire Department used Animal Crossing to create some in-game messages. But the Chinese government is cracking down on the game, and it looks like censorship may be to blame. Some players involved in the Hong Kong protest movement have shared images from the game, like the one above, voicing opposition to Chinese government policies. And that's when the Chinese government was like, we can't let them see that. Oh, no, that's bad. And so then they were just like, shut it down. And you see these companies, and what do? Like I said, they put on a mask. They try to act like, oh, but we're virtuous. We stand with people in need. And then, they just completely ignore Hong Kong. They just go where the money takes them. It's like the old saying goes, money talks, bullshit walks. And that's what these companies like Capcom do. It's really disgusting. Looking at this, between user-generated content and the game's massive popularity, red flags within the Chinese government appear to have been raised. Sellers on Chinese reselling marketplace Taobao have been banned from selling the game as of this week. The ban comes directly from Chinese regulators who cited an old policy that's rarely enforced, according to Nico Partners senior analyst Daniel Ahmad, who covers the gaming industry in China. Games that do get hit with bans usually fall under two criteria, Ahmad said. The game has content or user-generated content that is deemed to be too offensive or violent, or the game has become very popular and caught the attention of regulators. In the case of Animal Crossing New Horizons, the game fits both criteria. And, that's because they didn't want people to see this. They didn't want people to see, the support of Hong Kong. They wanted to try to deflect from that. And so they thought, hey, look, let's go ahead and ban the game. This is what I'm talking about, as it's very, very terrible to see that they're trying to shut that down. We can't forget Disney as well. What has Disney done? Disney became under fire last year. And rightfully so, for supporting China's concentration camps that everybody remembers that they filmed on, that they thanked them for. Seriously. Disney, I can't stand Disney. Terrible company. Absolutely hate them. But the thing is that you see companies like this. This is why I bring up this example. Because they bow to China because they want that money. And they don't really care about people's problems in the world. They don't care about human rights. All they care about is how they're going to get the money next. How they're going to get as much as they possibly can. These companies don't have a spine. And if they really did support what they say they do, then they would stand up and say, hey, I'm not going to stand for this. I'm going to just take my business elsewhere. And, that's what they would do, and then try to actually call out and say, hey, look, this is the problem that's going on with these people that I support. They would bring attention to it and try to find ways to help these people if they could. That's what they would do. That's what anybody would do that actually cares about people and human rights. That's what they would do. But these companies don't. They don't care about that. They just care about what's going to make them money. That's it. And they'll bow to whoever to make sure they get that money. Despite what they say on Twitter or whatever social media platform, they don't care about human rights. And this shows their double standard and their hypocrisy. And it's just very, very disgusting and vile behavior. And you see this with a lot of companies, and it's just awful. But anyways, let me know what you think about this entire situation down below. Subscribe to the channel if you were new here, and make sure you were still subscribed because YouTube is unsubscribing people from all their favorite channels. So make sure you were still subscribed to all your favorite channels. Hit the video with a like, and also be sure to share the video on social media. Spread the word to get it out there. It's greatly appreciated, and it really helps out the channel a lot. Also, be sure to follow me on Discord. We have a wonderful community there. Not only that, but it will keep you up to date on when the newest videos will be released, as well as any other upcoming events in the near future. So be sure to follow me on Discord. The link is in the description down below. But anyways, I hope you all have yourselves a wonderful and fantastic day today. And remember, if today was not a good day, tomorrow could always be better. Take care of yourselves and everyone around you. And have yourselves a good one out there, everybody.